That was Jessica Umbro with the report. Well, just days after the 250th birthday of America next week will be the 50th year since the first women were allowed to attend U.S. service academies.
In today's Military Matters, News Leader 9's Jason Dennis spoke with former female cadets who broke barriers as cross-country runners at West Point and their coach from Harris County.
We're not like this. We're like 1, 2, 3. Beat Navy!
Reuniting in Columbus, these former teammates were part of the first ever cross-country team at the U.S. Military Academy, West Point.
Women at the Military Academy, that was really kind of the last big step of women's rights.
July 7th marks 50 years since women could be cadets at any of the academies. This retired full-bird colonel remembers getting into West Point and what her dad said while shaking her hand.
He goes, "Deborah, I don't believe that women belong at West Point, but you might as well take advantage of all the opportunities they have to offer."
The first day is real shock when you leave your parents and then all of a sudden they start yelling at you and cutting your hair.
A wake-up call at the U.S. Military Academy, especially for this third ever class of women running into history. Retired Army Colonel Mary Ann Cummings remembers at least a third of the classmates not wanting them there.
We had some support, but you ran into people that basically looked at you and said, you know, you took a guy's space for being here.
These women who were runners at the time were very, very instrumental in the acceptance of women into the Corps Cadets.
I mean, I personally have 2 combat tours, and yet I wasn't able enough to compete against Navy. Yeah. I mean, come on.
Looking back at everything, we were a special group, and I think we did set the stage for the women that follow.
Retired Major Harleen Couteau was the #1 runner on that team 5 decades ago, and on those Army 2-mile run tests, she would beat some of the male cadets.
And honestly, when you beat a guy in running, it humbles them at West Point. And I beat a lot of the guys at running as well.
And so that went a long way to break down those feelings that they can't compete physically.
He really set the kind of family atmosphere. I mean, he pushed us hard and we had some great successes, but he also made it clear that he was in our corner.
Chuck Hunsaker, coach for the first women's track and cross-country teams at the U.S. Military Academy, wrote a book about it called Angels and Combat Boots, and now a documentary is being made.
But I think the most telling is really when we go back to West Point now and we're talking to the young female cadets. And we think, how different is it? It feels like they're accepted.
Since their class of 64 women, more than 5,000 women have graduated from West Point. For Military Matters, I'm Jason Dennis.
Thank you, Jason.